Hi everyone, so today I am doing a reading. It's actually going to be scheduled prior to the reading I've done before this. The reading I've done before this, I actually did it yesterday. I had processed it, it's up. It's the reading I promised on the last royal check-in of June and Harry and Meghan's. It's interesting, it's a read, it's psychic, and there's facts in there. So is Harry a subject of, or does he suffer narcissistic and then continue the word? And also I read on Meghan's intentions of marrying Harry. Now, often with my readings, you'll know that I have my psychic opinion and then the cards can confirm. They can go opposite, and it's all in front of you. I would say that they confirm. And then we tap into her intentions. So it's an interesting read. If at any time the readings are not at the time that's suitable for you to watch them, then you can always save them for later. Also, I'd like to know from my subscribers, when do you usually watch a YouTube? If you attend lives with those people that you subscribe to, when do you like to do the lives? Is it like weekend, evening? And what is your time zone? If you're watching the UK Royal e-readings, then, and you're from the US, because a lot of my subscribers from the US, please let me know in the comments, because then I understand who is keen on what, and that's why I always ask for comments and engagement and likes, and that's the way I know what videos are of interest. The other thing is that, what else did I want to say? Just a minute. If you do like the series that I'm touching base on in terms of, you know, it's actually bringing to light things like narcissism and other stuff that are very subtle. And so a lot of my readings, when I have a subject matter, it's beyond it. So like, for example, today we're going to go into a bit of a mind prop and energy read, but the tarot is there to confirm it, okay? And I'll let you know in a moment what this read is about, and that's why I've done it and then try to process it so that you can see it in the evening. But do let me know in terms of videos, when do you mainly see them, the time zones. Don't get hooked up on, oh, I'm not interested in, let's say, OJ Simpson, so I won't look at that, because often there's more to everyone that I read on. I'm not necessarily tarot reading, I'm going beyond that, and so sometimes it's nice to just get a little bit of a deep dive into someone's energy beyond what we can see. So let me know your time zones, and if you do like to join lives, when you do so. And again, your time zone, if you can put it either in GMT UTC time, so that's kind of like the UK time, or the is it Eastern Central Time? Just put PCT or Eastern, and I'll try and do the conversion. And it just helps me understand. So the reason I've gone to do this is because on there was the 80th anniversary of D-Day. So King Charles and Camilla yesterday were there, and the 6th actually marks the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings along Normandy coast during World War II. And I wonder, is this actually on for 2 days? Is it on today as well, the 6th? Because it was yesterday that I was seeing thumbnails and they were there. So they were there greeting the veterans, etc. Now, I've mentioned in recent readings that I really do think Charles is trying to buy the time for Catherine to have her time. That's a whole nother one, isn't it? Is she attending the troopers, the colour of trooping or troopers? Is she going to be seen at the July? Is she this? Is she that? I don't understand why people are so pushy. She's asked for time. She actually, you know, whether it was whatever it was, there was a message, and she's asked for time, and we can't seem to respect that. It's kind of like this energy that push her to come out, because I need to know she's alive, I need to know she's alive. And then when she is pushed out, everyone's kind of like, the monarchy pushed her to do that speech, it was so unfair. And people are like, yeah, at least now I know she's alive. But what about her? She didn't want to. She doesn't want to speak. She doesn't want to speak. She doesn't want to be out in public at this moment in time. We need to respect that. Not be selfish for our own reasons to like, oh, now maybe she wasn't looking her best, but at least now I know she's alive, I can rest. Do you know that kind of energy? But you've just made her push her to get out in public again when she doesn't want to. And you can see when that happens, sometimes it's genuinely not the person, sometimes it is. I've done readings on that. So I think we just need to respect her space. But the next read will be a check-in on her, and one of the messages was going to be this. So this is a read on basically Charles. How was he feeling health-wise? Because I think October is going to be a month of movement. We know in my readings that there's a big decision he's making, and it will come to light. But he will also be making the right decision. Now also you'll find scheduled that video that I mentioned in terms of Harry and the intentions around the marriage. Is he suffering any narcissistic abuse, etc.? And again, whatever you like, please do like, comment, so that I can actually follow up, because I'm thinking to do with all this fight back energy that's happening, regardless, I feel now, whatever they are going to put out, there's going to be criticism, and it's kind of like a fight back energy. So there's several elements around that of readings that I would like to do, and if you're keen on those kind of things, as well as these sort of, let's check in on how this person was feeling and their energy, and then you can go see, you can see like maybe the speech and them greeting the veterans, and then you also have this to actually see how they're feeling inside. So let's see. Firstly, I also get that Queen Camilla has something wrong with one of her feet. I don't mean like she's got a witch's foot or something before someone comes out, but you know, I think she's got like either a bunion that's really sore, or there's something with her foot, but I don't mean it's deformed, if you know what I mean. So let's see now. Please, Spirit, this one's, please show me how. So I think what I want to say, why I wanted to record this, is because whether you like Charles or not, and I'm like just kind of mediocre, I'm not kind of like, oh, I love Charles or anything, but I think he's trying to be a good king for the people. I think he's trying his best to be a good king for the people and show up as much as he can, alongside trying to obviously have his treatment. And Catherine, I'll go into that, because obviously there's things that we're not being told. Some of it does relate to past readings I've done around gynae stuff, but there's obviously that preventative cancer, but there's something around there, and we know that we're not told everything, but I do want to go into that in the separate read when I check in on Catherine on what I want to say around that. So let's see, how was Charles feeling health-wise yesterday, the 5th of June? Now, some of you, if you've not seen the new moon in Gemini season read, it's a few minutes for each of your sign, but it will tell you what's important to your sign during this next 2-3 weeks. So do check it out. If I remember, I'll try to link it. The UK Royals have a separate folder So you can look into that. And obviously there's the crime reads, the psychic predictions as well. And I do intend on testing a live, so that's why I mentioned about live. I'm going to take this. It's holding on to his health, trying to be composed, holding on to his composure, his presence. How was he feeling his health-wise on the 5th of June, attending the Normandy Park and the veterans? How was he feeling? I am right that today is the 6th of June, yeah, so just making sure. How was he feeling? I think Rishi was there, wasn't he? How was Charles feeling health-wise, please? I don't know why I'm getting something about a bit of tummy pain, but like inner strength, there we go. So yeah, really trying to hold on, having that inner strength that exudes the external strength, you know, regardless of how tender he might be feeling or whatever's going on inside of him, exuding a strength. The cards are not easy to read, so he was actually hiding a lot of how he was feeling. 2 of Cups in partnership, so he was really trying to have that bond with, by attending, like I said, trying to do the best for his people. And I feel like when I saw the thumbnails and then I saw like 30 seconds or a minute of him walking past some of the veterans, I thought, what was it? He has immense respect and honor for those. I could feel it in his energy. So, you know, this is him trying to give back, showing that, you know, although he's a king, it's not like he's not present, he's not touchable, he's there. So his health internally. I also feel like Camilla's been his rock. So that is called also behind the scenes, because she was there with him, wasn't she? How was he feeling health-wise? Too many cards here, I need to put them back. How was he feeling health-wise? I'm getting told to change the deck. Let's see if the other one is a bit smoother. How was Charles feeling health-wise, attending the Normandy Park? There he is, being the king of, he is the King of Cups because he's a Scorpio. So it did, you know, he did have that emotional honor and respect, not only just providing it from a front of being a king, like I said. This is interesting. The Ten of Swords, the betrayal, the heaviness. What is that about? I feel like this is about, yeah, where people have lost their lives. And so we're trying to look at his health internally, but obviously attending that would have, yeah, so he's tried to honor them, and also then having Camilla around him, but also honor those of them that have lost their lives, during this time, and just that's how he's feeling. So he was really tugged by it, and trying to really preserve his focus on that. Interesting. So I've kind of like touched base how he was feeling beyond his health, but let's ask another question. So he was feeling well enough to attend that day. He wasn't like gonna black out or something. Okay, his health, he felt well enough to attend that day. I don't know if I've got a card. Look at that. got a card from the... Did I put the cards here? Oh, I did. How did they get there? That's really weird. Did anyone see how they got there? That's really weird. I need to check how did those cards get there? I thought I put them all here. Did I not put them all here? That is so weird. I must have put them... What is this? Okay, so I wonder if there's a bit of suffering of memory, someone's memory. Ah, it's interesting because I did want to say about Camilla's health, by the way. That is so weird. How have I got those? And it's the three main cards that I feel really tells us about his health. But I felt sure that I put the cards here. We had more cards than that, but like, did anyone see how that happened? Okay, anyway. Because I feel like Camilla, let's just finish with Charles. So he felt well enough to attend that day, okay. Show me Camilla's internal energy. How was she feeling on that day? This is health, emotions, anything. Just how was she feeling? How was Camilla feeling? Apart from maybe her bunion that I seem to think. Oh, this is strange. So, okay. Get more cards. 8 of Cups. Just going to put these back a moment while I ask the question again. You know, I was going to say, I think they might have had a bit of a ruffle because, what do you call it? You know, in my June update of the Royals, I did say that one of the things I wanted to cover, and I think I mentioned it in Meghan and Harry, was the relationship between them. For some reason, Spirit wants me to pull cards on it, which I will do in this read. So, yeah, so recognizing, she felt like a lot of people were not able to continue with, obviously, lives lost, basically, here. She actually, I think she might have presented herself well, but she didn't feel, she doesn't come across as a queen. She comes across quite pragmatic. I'm getting that word. She was coming across, how she was feeling is quite pragmatic, but quite passionate about it. Very passionate about it. It's interesting, we've got the Fool in reverse here. And the Fool is really about when you've done your journey and then you start a new, complete new cycle. And that's where we start the cycle of the whole tarot. But there was something about naivety here, okay? And I think it comes with this energy which I see her in, like very pragmatic, very passionate, but there's a naivety of her experience in maybe a bit of analysis paralysis on how to conduct herself. But I don't think that was showing. These cards are really, really interesting. With them, we've also got the Nine of Cups here, and it's kind of like she didn't really feel the, what can I say, do you know, the gratification of the presence, of being there until afterwards, until she was reflecting upon it. And she didn't really appreciate some of the simple things there. She realized it sort of afterwards, and there's something where she was making a choice there and she regrets the choice she made. It might be that she was a bit avoidant. Like, I think she was greeting, but I think there's a time where maybe she could have, I don't know, did they do speeches? She could have done a speech and she was a bit avoidant. That is her energy right now. It's very interesting how she comes across. Again, can you see? So she's pragmatic, her emotions in the right place, she's got passion about it, but yeah, I do feel a bit of feeling like she's not experienced to be attending this, which is really weird. And split the deck, temperance, patience and moderation, and how she comes across. I feel like she was trying to maybe balance her role as being a queen and yet being sort of in touch with public and the way she should come across. But there was something there where I very much felt like she lacked experience, which could be also lacking the sort of confidence, and then that maybe it was energy that didn't make her fully appreciate the moment until she left and got back and realized, which is interesting. See what I mean in terms of these energy reads. You can get, we tap in and really see how they're feeling. What was the other thing I wanted to, let's just pull on the relationship in June. Now, we know that, you know, Charles has felt like she's been his rock all the time. Let's just see in June if there's any tension that comes up on their relationship. Charles and Camilla's energy of their relationship in June. Let's take it, yeah, June. Let's say June first. Page of Swords, Knight of Cups. Four of Wands, Magician, Two of Cups. It's good. So really trying to manifest and stay grounded in terms of, I do think that there's going to be cards that come out that are not like this. Okay, so let's just go through these. Balancing love and feeling kind of that energy of, do you know how you make romantic gestures to each other? So the balance of being in love, all right, not just when we love someone, it's kind of like I love the person but the passion's not there. No, balancing that out with a lot of stuff that they need to sort of attend, a lot of things that are happening at the palace, and that they're trying to manifest sort of that coherent relationship with whomever they have, like duties towards, whatever it is, just a very balanced approach where I feel like they both discuss it and kind of bounce it off each other, and then they come out with stuff. What's interesting here is that they also, there's something about, let me just pull on this because it could be a couple of people I'm getting come through. One thing I do want to say before I forget, and I might not forget in the next read, but I feel if Harry doesn't try to make proper amends right now with Charles in place with the UK royal family, he has got no effing chance for a few years or a couple of years, and something goes drastically wrong with William. I think William will not wait to strip titles like Charles is, etc. So I think this is his time, and he probably knows that, to really try to make the amends. And I don't think necessarily that, I'll see Charles's energy right now towards Harry, see if it's changed, but I don't think William is going to be got that emotional tie like Charles is. I feel Charles is really hurt by Harry and there's embarrassment there. but there's this side where he's his son and he kind of understands, doesn't excuse him, but understand this is coming from pain and disruption of past. So 1 second. Patience with Harry, patience with online media is needed. Patience with healing during this time. Just patience and not being impatient is key during this time for them in the relationship. There's something about one of them might be quite impatient on something and losing faith through frustration. And this could be around his health. Well, then we're reading about their relationship, so that could actually, you know, do you remember how I said there's going to be a different energy here? This could, you know, take, obviously it's told where they're chatting, one of them is very frustrated and impatient, and I feel it's around maybe Charles's healing and also to do with Harry. The moon. So yeah, fears are coming in here. There's a veil of secrets that we don't know, but there's fears as well. And so in the household, they know this within themselves. There's a lot of fears about something, taking the bottom card, but knowing that the fears need to not get hooked up on, or one of them hooked up on the fears. And this could be Charles, and keep going to smooth the waters of his healing, and what he's trying to really work at as being the good king for his people in collaboration with stuff while he's trying to heal. Okay, knowing that the calmness he needs in order to do that and not get caught up in drama or impatience. There we go, look, taking a standstill, not getting caught up in drama, for that healing. And also where vital decisions are needed, he takes that time away. Can you see this, Hangman? And it ties in with my other readings. I always mention, you know, look through the readings because they awfully tie up. And there's that critical decision making period. Again, it's come up between their relationship. I don't know if I've got time to read on Charles and Harry. I might leave it to the next one. So I hope this I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, subscribe, you can follow. And again, if you are subscribed, I really appreciate your support. Let me know in terms of questions I asked at the beginning, because it would be good to know what, you know, just your perspective, seeing as you're a subscriber, you're the most important. And a comment, like, share helps the channel. And in addition, you can always check out the services I provide on the bio or email me. There's super thanks as well if you wanted to donate a little super thanks, and also there's the PayPal link in the description box. Do look out for the read that I mentioned, and let me know when where you're tuning in from. And yeah, getting into that energy that we can't see, where there's a little bit of a veil. So take care everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.